KUAM TV8, first on Guam.
KUAM News headlines are presented by Calvo's Insurance, protecting Micronesia for 85 years. Matson and the Adahi Itano program. Apply at matson.com. New Jeep Gladiators up to $7,000 off now at Cars Plus. Named the best vehicle for adventure in 2024. Get your Jeep Gladiator today at Cars Plus. McDonald's of Guam, I'm loving it. And King's Restaurant, serving your local breakfast, lunch, and dinner favorites for over 45 years.
Ahead on KUAM News Primetime. A local vape shop is the target of arsonists after someone poured gasoline down their air vent and lit it. Staff were quick to act, but now the suspect is on the run.
A Southern elementary school is targeted by burglars multiple times this week. KUAM speaks with the principal pleading for the community's help.
2 people are dead this week, and detectives are still looking into how they died. Guam Chief of Police comments on the 2 separate ongoing death investigations.
Hafid, good evening. Welcome to KUAM News Primetime. I'm Nick Delgado.
And I'm Destiny Cruz. Happy Fresco Friday. Thanks so much for making us a part of your day.
Well, a scary situation for employees at a Dededo vape shop as the heavy rain and winds hit the island midweek.
Surveillance video capturing the moment employees were startled as fire came rushing down into the building.
Fire investigators initially thought it was an electrical fire, but the store management discovered it appears it was intentional.
Employees at Puff Supply Guam in Dededo are startled Wednesday night. Flames captured in not one, but 2 areas of the shop.
Right on top of our restroom up here, there's fire that's starting, and it keeps on going. But this wasn't the only fire. There was also a fire here in this office.
Darian Charfris is the general manager, his staff calling him that evening.
They didn't know what to do, but thank God one of our other employees, Raymar, he acted fast and got up there with the fire extinguisher.
His employees understandably frightened. He told them to call 911 as another worker quickly put out the flames. Guam Fire Department firefighters responding and ruling the cause was electrical, but that didn't sit right for Darian and his crew.
But right after GFD left, we started smelling gasoline. So we started looking around more. So we went on the roof and we found a gas container and a nylon rope on the top. Because the fire in the beginning, it was dripping down.
Guam police were called after they made the discovery on the roof.
There was a vent, like a metal vent going down, so they probably poured the gas inside this hole and used the rope to put the fire down the hole to start it.
Fortunately, no one was hurt. The store is working to get back on its feet to repair the damage and enhance security around the building.
What would you say to the arsonists?
Think twice before you do stuff and find another hobby, or I have no words to say. It's just very heartbreaking that people do this to businesses, not only businesses, but it's just, maybe it could happen to another person, a family, a house, where they don't act as quickly as our employee did. And it could have turned into something worse.
For now, a search is underway for an apparent arsonist. Anyone with information is asked to call Guam police or report it to Guam Crime Stoppers.
Now, the incident forced Puff Supply Guam to postpone its grand opening events and the Cloudy Paradise Expo for the safety and well-being of their team.
The shop apologized for the inconvenience, adding new official dates will be announced soon.
Meanwhile, police are investigating 4 burglaries reported at one elementary school just this week.
The home of the Tigers not letting the criminal activity stop the learning from happening daily. Still, the Talafofo Elementary School principal is pleading to the public for help to stop the burglars in their tracks.
Class is in session at Talafofo Elementary School. The campus starting the year with an E rating from health inspectors. But this week hasn't been an easy one for them.
And so unfortunately, we come to school excited, getting ready to prepare for a new day of learning. And we come to see, classrooms there's forced entry.
Principal Erwin Manabusin confirming 4 burglary incidents this week at the home of the Tigers. The first reported Tuesday. The latest was early Friday morning.
Teachers get into their classroom and they see their class in disarray with desks open, belongings, personal belongings stolen, things like that. So this is the fourth day in a row.
A troubling result during their first few weeks back to school. The Guam Department of Education reported that money turned in for the students' picture day was missing, along with Bluetooth speakers and tools. At least a dozen classrooms were hit.
There's been evidence of snacks, getting into snacks and leaving their crumbs and the trash, on the floor.
He's taking this time to ask the community for help to find the culprits.
I just feel like you're really hurting the students. So when you come into our school or any school in Guam, any school really, and you break in and you do something, like, who are you hurting? You're hurting the students. So I mean, if that's what you want to do, you want to hurt students, then this is going to be a community thing, and we need to be hard and have the harshest consequences for anyone who does this. Anyone, and if they're minors, then we need to hold their parents accountable.
The school is also working to strengthen the locks on the classroom doors.
Yeah, obviously, we're a small school. This is a small community, so people know what's going on. And so if you know what's going on and report it, speak up, because again, you're hurting the students, and whoever's doing this, it's just disheartening. And then in the end, it's the students that are going to suffer. So
anyone with information that could help them find the burglars is asked to call Guam Police or report it to Guam Crime Stoppers.
An accused hardware store thief is arrested after police find stolen items and drugs on him. 34-year-old Joseph Macias is charged with possession of a Schedule II controlled substance, retail theft, and theft. Court documents state police found the suspect rummaging through a container in Tamuning Thursday morning. That's when they saw him with multiple items, including a hatchet, a knife, batteries, and other tools. Investigators learned the items were stolen from the Home Depot. Macias was also caught on camera allegedly leaving the store with a bag of items. During a search, officers found a baggie with meth, which Macias allegedly admitted to have owned.
An ex-government of Guam worker fired after being caught with drugs on the job is back in prison after a reported stabbing in Dededo. 58-year-old Paul Ignacio is charged with assault. Court documents state police responded to the Micronesia Mall on August 30th after Ignacio reported he had been stabbed by a man he did not know. Investigators, however, it was Ignacio who allegedly attacked that man. Witnesses telling officers that man then pulled out a knife and used it in self-defense.
2 death investigations this week remain unsolved.
But the chief of police confirming his investigators do have multiple people that they are eyeing as potential suspects. Take a listen.
The investigations are both ongoing. There are both death investigations, and we're still working with the medical examiner's office for the autopsies. I will say that we do know the identification of both deceased victims, but unfortunately, because the investigation is still ongoing, we're not able to release names at this time. We are moving forward, and we have several persons of interest in the first incident with the case involving the deceased found in a burning building. So we are moving forward with that. We are coordinating very closely with the Attorney General and his office and prosecutors. So we'll continue to move forward. The second case, of course, remains actively under investigation.
As KUAM reported, the body of a man was found inside a burning home in Dededo late Monday afternoon. Then, the body of a man in a separate case was found inside a Jigo home Wednesday morning. An autopsy is expected for both victims.
Well, congratulations are in order to some hardworking Guam Police Department officers sworn to serve and protect.
22 officers rising up the ranks and newly promoted to Police Officer 3. Mitsuki Hirayama has the story.
Loved ones, fellow officers, and island leaders gathering to celebrate a significant milestone at the Hilton Guam Resort Friday morning. 22 Guam Police Department officers sworn to serve and protect, recently moving up the ranks to Police Officer 3. Officer Jaline Desamillo
is one of the newly promoted officers.
I feel great. I feel like it's a lot more responsibility, but I'm ready for it.
She's part of the juvenile investigation section and has been part of the force for 9 years. She admits it's a demanding profession with a shortage of manpower, but she says she has a great team who has each other's backs and comes home to a strong support system.
My children, I have 3 girls. They keep me going every day.
Plus, her lifelong partner, Officer Marvin Decimito, is always standing beside her. They've been married for 4 years.
I'm very proud of her. All right, she's exceeded me in promotion. All right, which I'm very proud of.
Also with the department for 9 years, Officer Jason Young with the Highway Patrol Division, also sharing the proud moment.
It's really great to be promoted. I've been looking forward to it for a long time. It's a great honor to be able to advance in the ranks and do more for the department. So I'm really looking forward to the added responsibilities and trust that they've placed in me.
The biggest challenge for him is that his division deals with fatal traffic accidents.
So I could be at home, I could be doing anything, and my phone will ring. I get to be on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year.
But he says it's a chance to do some good and help families find closure that keeps him going.
And when somebody's involved in a fatal accident, the families always have some questions about how things happened and what exactly went on. And while we can't bring the person back, we can help them understand why things happened and try to give them some closure for their loved ones.
Meantime, with the roads still wet with the recent tropical storm, he leaves this reminder.
Slow down, wear your seatbelt, and drive safe.
Mitsuki Hirayama, KUAM News.
While there are no reported deaths linked to fentanyl in the Northern Marianas, healthcare and law enforcement officials are wasting no time in preparing for its impact when the drug reaches the island shores.
Regional correspondent Tomas Manglotnia reports.
Our neighbor to the south, Guam, has had cases, even death related to fentanyl, and then so we heighten our ability to educate everybody. Our first goal was to bring all the frontline people together.
The NMI's frontliners armed with education and naloxone used to reverse an opioid overdose. While there are no reported deaths linked to fentanyl in the Northern Marianas, healthcare and law enforcement officials are wasting no time in preparing for its impact when the drug reaches the island shores.
There's 2 things that concerns us very much. Yes, I've been doing this a long time, and I've seen bad drugs, but I've not seen a drug that's bad and deadly at the same time. That immediate attention needs to happen, or the person will die. So that's one concern. The other concern is that these drugs, unfortunately, are not usually drugs that somebody can go down the street and buy from a dealer. They can be ordered. They can be ordered through the dark web. They can be ordered, and most of the cases in the states of young kids, they order it through social media.
He said more of the life-saving medication is on its way to the NMI, so they're preparing the front line to use it if they have to.
So that anybody that wants it should have access to it. And what I mean by that is that family members would know if their loved one is using drugs or not drugs. So if they're using their loved one is using drugs, arm yourself with Narcan, because you never know if they're going to get in touch with an opioid.
Tomas Manglotnia, KUAM News, Saipan.
Thanks, Tomas. Well, up next, details on the Donne Festival happening in Manila this weekend.
And did you see what artist got Song of the Year at the VMAs? See why that matters to Guam. You're watching KUAM.
Fresco Fridays on KUAM News. Presented by Fresco Clothing, original custom design apparel of Guam and the Marianas. Located in Hagåtña, just across from the Gatti Shopping Center.
Honey, do you want some milk?
Do you ever wonder how your favorite products make their way into your local stores? Most arrive on state-of-the-art Matson vessels that transport containers of food, household items, equipment, and supplies into the islands every week. Because we know that you depend on us, we work closely with our partners to ensure that our shipments arrive on time, all the time, so you can find your favorite products when you need them. We transport the region's most precious cargo that supports successful businesses and promotes a better quality of life for our families. Matson is proud to have been the hometown shipping carrier for Guam, the CNMI, and Micronesia for the past 25 years, and you can count on us to be here for generations to come.
Want a real taste of New York? The classic New York-style pizza offers a big, bold taste that's a Guam favorite. Handmade to perfection on a crust that's 30% larger than our large. It's just $12.99 per carryout. Classic New York-style pizza, only at your island Pizza Hut.
Welcome back to Primetime. Several dozen of your neighbors took a trip up north last night to discuss in a productive setting a project that's planned in another northern village that holds a special cultural value to the community.
Your feedback is still being accepted through the 23rd, but here's a snapshot of last night's information session for Retidian.
An opportunity for island residents to sound any concerns or questions about the federal government's plans to develop facilities at Retidian was held at the Dedido Senior Center. The initial assessment gauged how the work was planned, keeping in mind the flora and fauna of the northern Guam property.
The current facility sits within what's currently the surface danger zone of Marine Corps Base Camp Laws. So as a result of that, we have to actually relocate the facility to another location within the Department of Interior property. So we initially looked at areas that we should avoid, particularly for cultural resources concerns, natural resources concerns, and we found a specific vicinity or area where the facilities could be located and develop alternatives. And one alternative is a one-story campus for the Fish and Wildlife Service and USGS, but another alternative is for a two-story facility.
The information meeting gave the community a chance to share feedback about constructing facilities and infrastructure.
We truly understand the impact and that this is a very special place for a lot of people in the community, and we are looking for that feedback to help us better understand the concerns that they may have or any information that they can contribute to the study.
Officials from the Marine Corps, U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service as coordinating agency, and the U.S. Geological Survey were on hand to dialogue positively with residents about their feedback.
They have special knowledge on the resources that are within the refuge, particularly when it comes to natural resources, particularly medicinal plants, things of that nature that require traditional knowledge.
Another concern was the public's access to the Guam National Wildlife Refuge itself, which will be expanded.
We know the public really loves coming to the refuge. There's a lot of recreational opportunities as well as learning about natural and cultural resources that we have. So we're definitely maintaining access to the refuge even during the construction as well as after. Our facilities are currently in the safe surface danger zone, but when our facilities get moved outside, we're actually going to improve some of the access because the public can come to our nature center on days that we might otherwise be closed, and there will be a new entrance, and we will make sure that the public can enjoy everything we have to offer.
It's time to get your spicy on.
Or in this case, let's get pika. The annual Donne Festival is underway in Manilao starting tonight and continues into the weekend. KUAM checked out the site as vendors were getting set up. Each were excited and ready to showcase their Donne peppers.
If your intention is to come down here, or even if it's not to come down here, just pray for us for good weather. God is very good. But there's live entertainment. There's about 18 food trucks. There's tons of apparel and craft vendors. And there's competitions happening on Saturday and Sunday. That's the biggest homegrown pepper. Then there's the best cut and pica, best Donne de Nancy, best pica dessert. And then we've got a carnival. We've got a petting zoo. We've got go-karts. Whatever you are hoping for, it's here.
The fireworks show is set to kick off at 7:30 tonight at the Manila Night Market grounds. The Donne Festival will be held all weekend long from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Now for a look at your world at home.
Here's a beautiful view.
At go when Tafinu is I sumena mamalaw Zankadon Leo Hunbule Yazo
Something is calling, and I can't help it. Let's come along when there ain't no song. Watch me as I go. This is my mood when I make a move. Watch me as I go. This is my mood when let's take a break. There's no use. This is my mood when I make a move. This is my mood when
Hi, my name is Gigi, and my favorite part was running the trophy in the 50cc class.
If you ever had the opportunity to go out and look at all these functions as far as the car shows, the displays, the camaraderie there is very, very strong. Each and everybody respects each other, and everybody understands that.
The racing community coming out in full force.
The two sides have not been able to agree.
Facing the reality they could be uprooted from the Jigo Raceway Park.
As a law enforcement officer, a police officer at the time, it's a controlled environment. Like I said earlier, it's a controlled environment. We need to get the track back opened up again.
It impacted me because I had to stop doing the sport that I love. We have no place to race and come together as a family.
Hi, my name is Gigi, and my favorite part was running the trophy in the 50cc class.
Keep the smile on your face. The moments you can't replace, and I'll be around. Whoa. You can count on me. You can count on me for life.
Wherever life takes you, we're always here for you.
Calvo's Insurance. Count on us for life. In every generation, there are those who question the status quo. Questions like, why can't chicken be slow roasted? Why can't I have shredded purple cabbage? Why can't my quesadilla have cheese inside and out? And where's my avocado verde salsa? The new era of chicken is here to stay. The Cantina Chicken Menu. Only at Taco Bell.
Foodie Call is brought to you by Pepsi. That's what I like.
Have a day, guys. Welcome back to another edition of Foodie Call.
Today we're here at Manteca, of course. Me and Kobe are back again for today's lunch. And today we'll be trying out their berry melt with fries. Of course, their poke nachos. Cannot not get that. Kobe actually ordered one of their new specials, which is their
Seasick burrito is actually on special this week, so I decided to give it a try.
Which one should we try first? Oh, yum, this looks so good. So you can see there's cheese, there's birria, some cilantro on a toast spread. Let's give it a try.
Yeah.
Yo, it's really good.
Whoa.
Pretty good, right? Like the texture of the crunch.
That is such a juicy sandwich. Okay, now we're gonna give the Seasick burrito a try. This one is actually like oozing out the sides.
Oh.
Super.
I'm gonna eat some of the nachos. Cheers.
Cheers. Whoa. This is actually my first time trying Seasick. Yeah, now that I really think about it, this is actually really good.
That's definitely a good twist from like a Mexican like flavor profile, because you can definitely taste some like familiar Filipino seasonings in that.
For sure.
Really good. Another special that Manteca has today for us is their
Ube horchata.
So we're gonna go ahead and give that one a try.
Wow, that's so good.
Okay. The best way I can explain this is it's like a taro milkshake with like cinnamon.
Cinnamon.
It's so good. That was so yummy. Alright guys, so that wraps up today's edition of Foodie Call. Make sure you guys stop by Manteca for all the specials.
Just want to give a big thanks to our friends here at Manteca and Pepsi for always taking care of us.
We really, really appreciate you guys, and we'll catch you all next week.
Bye.
Foodie Call is brought to you by Pepsi. That's what I like.
I've got 3 events for you, my friends, that proves who we are as Pacific Islanders, all right? First, honoring our loved ones that have passed on, and the Nikkei Guam Foundation is doing exactly that. It is their annual lantern floating ceremony. This is a wonderful, wonderful, very emotional tradition, and they are inviting the community. As you see there, it is for peace, it is for passage, it is to celebrate our loved ones that are no longer here, and that is happening on the 28th at Ipao Beach. Also, taking care of people here on the island, it's what we do, right? In Nafamaulik all the way. And Living with Lupus, Continuity of Care is a session that is happening on the 14th from 9 to 1 at the Guam Museum. It's free, and it has guest speakers. They're Dr. Evan Vista from St. Luke's, teaching all of us how to live with lupus. And speaking of health, emotional health is something that we all value as islanders. We respect each other, we love each other, and up in Saipan, the Chamber of Commerce is having a forum on emotional intelligence. This happens from 9 a.m. to noon on the 24th. That's News Bites, everybody. Have a good time at the Donne Festival this weekend. I'll see you guys in Mingilao. Please be safe out there.
Now to your Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club shoutouts submitted from KUAM.com.
And the winner of a yummy ice cream cake.
Happy birthday on this Friday to Kaylee Sky Carol Miles. Happy birthday, Kaylee. Your family says we love you. Happy birthday to you from all of us here at KUAM. We hope you have an absolutely amazing island weekend. And this week's winner of a Cold Stone Creamery ice cream cake is Catalea Rose. We will reach out to you and your family to let you know when you can redeem your prize. You've earned it, and we hope you have a happy extended birthday. Happy birthday once again from all of us here at KUAM.
Oh,
So cute.
so cute.
Happy birthday, everyone.
Happy birthday and happy Donne Festival weekend, everyone.
Yeah.
Destiny's gonna try some of the mild stuff if she heads there. Thanks for watching. I'm Nick Delgado.
And I'm Destiny Cruz. Have a safe evening and stay beautiful.